Are you frustrated with online dating? Confused by all the new apps and fancy dating sites? Do you find yourself choosing the wrong person again and again? Well, studies show that hiring a dating coach can maximize your online dating experience. So no worries, I've got you. And I've created a virtual course called Doing Dating Right. It's a 5-video series that you can complete at your own pace in your own space, right at home. How to write your online dating bio, pick that perfect picture, and so much more. Want more info? Go to my website at JenniferHurvitz.com. Again, it's JenniferHurvitz.com. Hello. Good morning. This is Doing Relationships Right. I'm Jennifer Hurvitz. I'm your host every Tuesday and every Friday. So today is Friday, and it's a Just Jen episode. It's a micro episode. It's fast, it's quick, it's short. Oh, and you won't believe this one, but I had to re-record this one this week because my entire recording was screwed up. And you know what? I just have to give a couple shout outs. Today, okay? First of all, I'm using AirPods. If you're watching, you can see. So if the recording sounds a little like not usually up to par, it's because I'm using AirPods, and I've never done it before, but I'm doing it today because I'm nervous that I'm going to lose the recording again. Because I don't know what's going on with my laptop. It's a long story anyway, but whatever. Yesterday I was recording with a guest, next week's guest, Melissa Bright, and we noticed that in the middle it looked funky, and we had no audio. Although it said we had audio, and then I don't know, who knows? But it's all but podcasting is not easy. Everyone thinks it's so easy. Oh my gosh! No, it's not easy. It's very nerve-wracking, and it's you've got to be on your game. And if you don't know technology, you're screwed. So I'm very lucky to have a team of people, podcast producing people that help me on the technical end. And I have to thank them. Next Level University, Kevin Palmieri, who I love. I love him with all of my heart. I love him and his team that helped me. And so hopefully, guys, we have an episode, and right now you're listening to it, and Anywho, so that's it. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you, everybody on my team of production people that helped me with this, and hopefully it sounds up to par for you, listener. And if it doesn't, next week it will. I promise. I'll get my shit together. But yes, welcome. So this week or last week, I posted on Instagram. My favorite place, Instagram. But I don't want to leave anything out. Pinterest, I love too. I love you over there on Pinterest. I love Facebook. My Facebook group, my private Facebook group, Doing Relationships Right, is so fun. It's private. If you want to get in, you have to wear a members only jacket. You really don't, but it's very private and it's personal, and we love it over there too. But yeah, I'd like to, welcome my new members to my private Facebook group. Come join us over there, you guys. It's so fun. Anywho, but on Instagram last week, I posted something about, when is the best time to introduce your kids to someone you're dating? And people were very up in arms about this. They were like, oh my God, Jen, I can't believe it, and blah, 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 because I said that it was a red flag if someone pushes you to meet your children. Well, why did you guys get so upset about that? It is a red flag. It is a red flag, for fuck's sake. If someone pushes you when you're not ready, if you put up a boundary and you say on your first or second or third date, look, I'm not ready for you to meet my kids anytime soon. I have a 6-month rule, or I have a one year rule, or my ex and I decided that we're not going to, no one we date is going to meet the kids until, he meets the kids, or vice versa. If that's in your parenting plan, and someone pushes you to meet your children and they don't stop, that is a huge red flag. I don't know why that's upsetting to you. I mean, on my Facebook page or my Instagram page, I said, everybody needs to understand, if someone pushes you to meet your children, or vice versa, or if you push, if you're with someone and you're pushing them to meet your kid, why are you doing that? Whoa, Nelly, stop that. No one should feel, or other way around. If someone wants you to meet their children and you're not ready to meet their kids, that is weird. That is not okay. You shouldn't have to meet someone's kids if you're not ready. Okay? Let's be honest. Why would anybody want to be with you? Or want you to meet their kids if you don't want to meet them, right? So that's just not even pink. That's not a pink flag. That's a red flag. There's something going on there. Whether they want to control the situation by meeting your kids. Maybe if they meet your kids, they're thinking you'll stay with them longer because you have the relationship already built, and you feel more pressure to stay together because this person's met your children and you don't want to go through a second, breakup. Whatever that is, that's their shit. That's their issue. Don't pick that up. You don't have to introduce anyone to your children. I'll tell you right now, I did it. I did it when I first got divorced. I thought, oh, my kids are fine. They're resilient. They'll think it's just a friend. I'm going to say it's just a friend. Oh, look, meet Andy. He's just my friend. Bullshit. Okay. Kids don't need to meet another person unless that person is going to be in your life. There's a ring on your finger. You're moving in with this person. You see marriage in the future. Why would you want to put your kids in that position after they just lost their dad or their mom and you've gone through a divorce? Why do that to them? I did it. It was awful. If you listen to my podcast with my son, Zach, or my kids actually had my podcast with the boys when they were really young. Both of the kids were on the show. And they'll tell you how awful they hated meeting my guys I was dating. They hated it. They were real honest about it. And even now, I think a couple months ago, I had Zach on the show. He talks about it too. He's like, yeah, you know what, Mom, I wish you wouldn't have done that. So woulda, coulda, shoulda. I can't change it. But moving forward, I know that, for example, my boyfriend and I, we didn't introduce our kids to each other. Look at let me stop right now and just say this, annoyingly enough. Everyone is different. Okay. You do you, boo. You do you. Okay. If you want to introduce your significant other to your kids, go ahead. Don't listen to me. Okay. But I'm just telling you, backed research, in my opinion, in my experience. I'm just giving it to you straight, bullshit free, how I feel. You don't have to listen to me. You can turn me off. Please. I'm just telling you, divorces are like snowflakes. Each one is very different. Sometimes you have to learn from your mistakes and you have to learn from other people's mistakes. And if you don't choose to listen, that's absolutely fine. You do you, boo. You do you, boo. Go. I'm just telling you, my opinion, my expert opinion, I'd like to think. What was I saying? Oh yeah. You don't know what you don't know. So my husband and I decided we were not going to blend families. We weren't going to put our kids through that. So my boyfriend and I, we chose not to blend. So we've been dating for 5 years off and on, and our kids have never met each other. I know. I can't believe it. People are like, oh my God, I can't believe your kids have never met in 5 years. Why do they need to meet? They don't need to meet unless Jim and I decide one day to get married. They'll meet at the chuppah. They'll meet at the altar. They'll meet when there's no reason. There's no reason to put them through all of that tumult. Statistics show that 72% of second marriages and blended families end in divorce. Why do I want to go there? I don't. We live in 2 separate homes. We have week on, week off. When we're together with our kids, we're together with our kids. When we're apart, when our week is off, we are together, Jim and I. Yes, Jim has met my kids, and yes, I've met his kids, but our kids have never met, and they will never meet unless there's a reason to. That's how we roll, and it works for us. And you know what? Like I said, whatever works for you, you got to do what you got to do, but you don't know what you don't know, right? So, people don't know that they don't have to blend. They think, oh my God, I have to blend. I'm dating this guy. We've been together a year. We have to get married and have to move in with each other and their kids. You don't have to do that. Now, if your finances are such that it makes more sense and it's stupid to live in 2 houses and you get married and it's financially more beneficial for you, then of course, it's different. That's all I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Okay. So that's what happened the other day. And I wanted to share with you and just clear some things up and sometimes on those Facebook reels or those Instagram reels, you have 30 seconds to explain yourself or give a little, tidbit or say something. And then you don't get to say, you don't get to talk about the topic or go into details and explain what you really want to say. So that's what I really wanted to say. I wanted to say everyone's, situations, everybody's relationships, everyone's divorces are very different. But the one thing they all have in common, I hope, is that you want to put your children's feelings and your children's needs first. I think as parents, we all really want our kids to be good, right? And to be, to be happy. So think about your kids first, put your egos aside, you've got to be really selfless. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do things for yourself, of course, and please, you've got to be happy too. But I think the main thing is that we all want our kids to be happy as they can be. So before you jump into that, you've been dating for 3 months and you decide to bring the guy home or bring the girl home to sleep over, think about it. Think about your kids. Is that what you would have wanted? I mean, I talked to kids of divorce that are now 40 and 50 years old that are like, I remember still when my mom brought her boyfriend home and he lived with us and how I mean, you know what? Like, and yes, there's always a flip side where people are like, my stepmom is the best thing that ever happened. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm saying just think about it before you do. Is that guy going to be, or is that girl going to be a staple, your end game? Then by all means go. Do, play, have fun. It's all you. But if they're not, and they're just someone fun that you're having around in your life, and, you know, is it really worth it to do that to your kid? That's all I'm saying. Sticking to it. So I have something new that I wanted to share with you guys. It's called Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. And I think it's the cutest thing ever. I thought it was cute. I decided to do it. I don't know if all these podcasters are doing it. I felt jealous. I felt jelly that everyone's getting cups of coffee and I didn't have any, knowing that I love coffee. And Starbucks is my thing. If you feel like buying me a cup of coffee, there's a link on my Instagram bio where you can buy me a cup of coffee. And I don't know, if you like what you're listening to or you like my content and you want to say, Jen, you rock and you're doing some good stuff. And I'm not ready to coach with you, or I don't want to hire you to write my bio yet, or I'm not ready for that, but I'm ready to buy you a cup of coffee for $5 by all means. I would love it. It would be great. So buy me a cup of coffee. It's called actually buymeacupofcoffee.com. And you can put in Doing Relationships Right and buy me a cup of Joe. And I'd love that. And another thing that I don't think a lot of people know out there is that I have 2 books. I never really talk about them because I don't know, I get off here so quickly and I'm like, bye-bye, peace, love, truth. But Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, A Divorce Coach's Guide to Staying Married and One Happy Divorce, Hold the Bullshit. They're both available all over the place. So please, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about how to stay married, if you feel like it, or should you go, or should you stay, or how to be in a happy divorce, those are some, I don't know, they're good reads. They're quick. They're super short, super quick, super fast, and super funny. And they add a little levity to your life around the topics. And also, join me this March. Oh my gosh, in Hilton Head, March 25th through the 27th, I'm going to be in Hilton Head speaking on the do's and don'ts of dating, what not to do and what to do in dating after divorce with my friends, so many great, amazing speakers coming together for the Mrs2Me Becoming Your Best Self After Divorce in Sonesta at the Hilton Head at the Sonesta Resort. I'm going to be there for the weekend. With the My Divorce Solution gals. I am so excited to meet all my girlfriends that I've been chatting with for so long, online, and now I get to meet them in person. Yay! It's going to be super fun, you guys. Come and join us, whether you want to come with your girlfriends or if you want to come solo. It's a great weekend and it's a great time. We're going to get together and bond and talk and get happy and realize that our lives are not as sad as they say, we're not sad. We're happy. We're moving on. We're doing our thing. So yeah, come join me. Anywho, that's that. Do something fun this weekend. Come check out my Facebook group and that's it. Peace, love, and so much truth, y'all. Have an awesome, awesome day and do something great this weekend. Bye. Take care.